Welcome back to the Talk of Louisville. I'm Mike Mulready.
I'm Kellye Duckworth.
Kellye, meet our new friends. You just met them with the Lights and Sirens. Joey and Jamie, how y'all doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. You know, we've done grief counseling stuff before with other people, and we were talking during that time about the needs of first responders. And then, oddly enough, y'all reached out and said, hey, this is what we do. It's pretty amazing. So let's talk a little bit, how y'all got into this, and then we'll talk a little. Are you first responders yourselves?
Yeah, active captain with Anchorage Middletown Fire EMS.
How long?
You can't see with the mustache.
27 years.
They're definitely firemen.
Is that a thing now?
That's
I know
like the
Zach
thing.
has the mustache.
Yeah, I'm like, all my friends have mustaches,
I guess the mustache
and they're bald. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Actually, it's we didn't even talk about this at the beginning, but we're pretty actively involved in Crusade for Children this year. Last year a little bit, but even more this year. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Did you say you were in first responders as
Yes,
well?
I'm retired. I retired from Middletown, Anchorage Middletown, 7.5 years ago.
Is that, I know PRP and all them at one time were all volunteers. Do all of y'all like fold under the city of Louisville now, or is that still on their own?
No, we're still our own. We're on taxing district and everything. So it's been 6 years ago, so almost 7 years ago, I guess we went on merge. So there was Anchorage and then Anchorage Middletown done a merger, and then it was Eastwood, Worthington, and Heritage Creek. We all jumped in on board or whatever. So we got everything on the east end.
Yeah. Years ago, 100 years ago, played softball with a guy. He was a volunteer for Lake Dreamland. And we'd be in the middle of a softball game, and all of a sudden he'd jump up and take off running. Something would go off on his radio, and off he'd go. It was kind of crazy to watch him. I mean, he would just have to leave. It was pretty neat.
That's where we just did the baby box, right?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Okay.
We just did the baby box out there. I'm not sure which station, but apparently you said there's two out that way.
Yeah, we got one at our headquarters station on Erden Lane, which is Station 31.
I feel like that's what it was.
Station 39 is Murphy Lane.
Yeah, I think it was the first.
It was like the other side of the world. So
yeah, for sure. So what prompted, obviously the stuff you all have seen over the years is absolutely horrible. A friend of mine wanted to be a fireman at one time, and we were talking. I was like, you might see some stuff that might, and they were a pretty sensitive person. I was like, if you wear your feelings on your shoulders, this might not be the job for you. Is that correct, or is that an incorrect statement?
That's true. No, it's everything about it's definitely true. And getting started, and that's the thing. Me and Jamie and any other fireman or whatever. I mean, like you said, you see a lot. In day-to-day stuff. And we don't have a regular schedule like anyone else. So we're there for 1 or 2 days and off and sleeps off and everything else, and the things we see just, some of it you can't forget, can't unsee. So you see a lot, what really drove me into it, other than my family and my daughter really pushing me to do something like this, was I always had the idea of like a hunting group or club and outdoors group and stuff like that for first responders, just to get them in outdoors, just to be able to decompress and stuff like that.
Are a lot of first responders outdoorsmen?
A lot of them are.
Or do y'all just work out 24/7? It seems like
that's it.
I mean, what else is there to do? Really?
Cook. They got to cook and work out.
Yeah, all master chefs and lift weights all the time. Do y'all have a gym in most of the places?
Yeah, all of our stations got gyms in them.
Yeah.
They're pretty well equipped too.
So it sounds like we need to put
definitely not the calendar person.
Yeah,
like I was 27 years ago.
Well, it's kind of funny. We had a problem. We had a problem at one of our Oklahoma stores on Indian Trail, and in rose the fire department, all these buff young firemen, and all.
Whoa! The first batch that got sent out was like Mike's age, and I was like,
hey,
all right. And then the second crew came out, that was much better to look at.
And these girls,
experience, determine what the
right. And
then you let the workers get.
These young guys got out, and they're all like this, and
I was like, yep, that's the calendar.
Everybody picks on guys and saying we're dirty, and these women were just as bad as they were. They were like, "Oh my God, can we have another emergency and get them back out here?"
That was funny.
It's hilarious. But yeah, you could tell they had been working out. So it sounds you not only need a gym, but from what you all do, it sounds like we need to put a gun range and a pond in the back of every firehouse. Is that right?
That would be awesome.
I think that would probably help get people's mind off things.
That'd be awesome.
So Lights and Sirens Outdoors. So obviously this is is there actually counseling involved, or do you take them fishing and hunting and you talk to the counselor while you're outside?
We let them kind of open up to us. I mean, we're really not pushing, hey, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. It's just to get them an element away from their job, and it's like, we've seen so many military projects, Wounded Warrior, military this, military that, but they don't include first responders, most of them. So that was a vision of me wanting to start this, because I want to include military. I want to include police, fire, EMS, dispatchers, nurses. I mean, ER nurses and stuff. It's like that. They're the first ones that see it. A lot of times, listen to a dispatcher.
I was about to say, the dispatch job I feel like would be so hard, because you don't know what happens after they disconnect. Yep, that would not sit right with me.
Can you imagine being the what is that? The person and the dispatcher. Yep. Can you imagine being the dispatcher of the phone call of the Utah murders where that guy went in and murdered all those college kids?
No.
It's crazy.
I mean, I didn't think about the dispatcher having some issues.
Yeah, and we want to include anybody that can benefit from it. And it's not just, hunting and fishing and stuff. We got a lot of access to property in Eastern Kentucky, reclaimed coal mines and stuff. And so we got an outfitter there that's not just an outfitter, a really good friend, but we have access there. But we've been there and been up on the mountain, and there's one guy that did come in from out of town for an event. And he's like, "Hey, can y'all just leave me up here for a couple hours and come back and get me? I could just decompress and everything up here." He said, "I would just rather take this in than anything else."
That's awesome.
So it was like, that's what we done. That's what it is. It's not all about it's whatever you want to do to make it better for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, something about music and the outdoors. To me, those two things are very soothing to people. We had remember that lady that came in that did she did fly fishing for breast cancer or something like that. Same concept. Women who had breast cancer, she would take them out on a weekend to teach them how to fly fish. And it really got these women's mind off things as they're battling this disease.
Yep.
So it's just something about being outdoors. So how long have y'all been doing this?
This is our third year. So we started, kind of light, and everything we've done has just been, strenuous, all work from us. And, it's been all money out of pocket and everything. So getting a 501c3 and everything, and lawyers and all that, that took time. So it's been going on, so actually since February of last year, we had our 501c3. So it's just been a stepping stone. So we started out without that. And, so it's just been building, and the word's been getting out, from these things that we do. We sign up for different events, and like our turkey hunt, we always have a spring turkey event. And, our first goal originally was to have 20 people sign up. And I think there was 22.
Wow.
Our first year. So then second year, of course, you want to double it,
Right.
So end up being 50. And then this year, I think there was 79 people signed up.
Do you have a max capacity?
We don't, but we'll choose, 3 to 5 people or whatever for that event. Just because you got to be one-on-one with them. And it's tough sometimes to be able to, because of guides and everything else.
So say that again. 79 people signed up, and you had to pick 3 out of the 79 to go hunting? I was wondering if you had to make sure you had 80 turkeys out there before somebody could go. Here, turkey.
And we'll do, we do everything on Facebook, like live or whatever. So it's like, it's kind of cool. It's like, I've been putting in for years. I'm a big outdoors person, of course, but, for the elk draw, it's like, so I've been putting in for 24 years. This was my 24th year. So it's like, you see it, you're drawing, and it's like, come on, let me, I wish it was like a draw like that to where we could see,
Right.
So you're not sitting down counseling people. You're getting them in the outdoors, and hopefully they'll open up and talk a little bit while you're out there. Can you talk while you're turkey hunting?
before and after. I mean, if they want to, it's what it is,
Yeah,
you should. They're there for it.
Yeah,
most of the talking occurs over meals. All the meals are provided, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So this is a weekend kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a multi-day event. So folks are sitting around a campfire, in the evening, exchanging, ideas, tales, stories, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much the counseling is very organic.
And it's easier, I feel like, if they go home to their significant others or whoever, they probably don't open up as much, and unload all that stuff on them.
Tough to talk about.
Yeah,
stuff
but
that.
with everybody else that's like-minded, sit around and open up.
There's definitely a understanding level when you're connecting with people that do the same job or have done the same job. And a lot of it gives a chance to answer questions. Me being retired, a lot of folks that apply or have gone or approaching the end of their career. So they're asking, what is it like when you no longer are on this routine schedule where you're used to working 24 hours on and 48 hours off? You're going to be off indefinitely. How does that affect you? How does it affect your family having you home where you have a spouse and children that are used to their parent being gone a third of the time?
Now that they're nagging them all the time.
Exactly. So my wife put me in check a few days after I retired. But it's those types of questions, and I think just relieving some anxieties and things for folks and being able to just sit and talk with them about daily life stuff that they're all going to experience, but it's not necessarily something that you would think of to talk to a spouse or just a general person from the public, because and they don't experience
this. Could be any first responder in Kentucky or anywhere,
any state.
Any state.
We've had, that's what I was doing. Over 13 plus states that signed up.
Oh wow!
So just this event we just had like a month ago. We had Iowa, Maryland, and Kentucky. We had a police officer from Kentucky, Western Kentucky. I had a military guy, Sergeant G6, 29 years in the service.
Wow.
First time ever being out doing anything like this. He's done everything else.
Yeah.
Lived in Alaska for a while and stuff, but never hunted turkey, and he was super pumped. And then we had Iowa, young guy come from Iowa. He's a firefighter.
Yeah. You was talking about when you retire, what I was getting at is just like athletes or musicians, when they finally hang up the helmets or they hang up the guitar, that's a rush. I mean, I can't imagine some of the things. And when you get that call, y'all seem like, I used to watch Emergency from the 80s. They would hop in that car and you could see not excitement, but just the adrenaline of what are we going to see? And you're already planning of, all right, we're rolling up to this. We got to think about this. You're probably already thinking about things before you get to the scene. But that's got to be a rush, I would imagine, outside of the grief, what you're dealing with. But there's got to be an adrenaline rush there of rolling up on something.
Absolutely, there is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And so you miss that when you retire.
What you miss more than anything, or at least for me personally, is the family atmosphere. The folks that you work
it's kind
with,
of a brotherhood or sisterhood, I would say.
You're with them for 24 hours, and you learn a lot about people in 24 hours. Yeah. I probably know as much about some of the folks that I worked with as their spouse does, or anybody else in their life, because I was with them 24 hours. And it's a when you depart the service, it's very difficult because you literally leave those people behind. I mean, I still call and I still talk to a lot of folks.
It's probably not the same.
But it's not the same as seeing them every third day. I've watched their kids be born and grow up. I've watched them, go through triumphs in life, adversity, worked with them, helped them through that. They've helped me through things like that. So to lose that is extremely painful. It's the joyous side is, hey, I don't have to go to work every day anymore. I'm retired, but yet you lose that part of it. Right. And that's some of the things with what we're doing with the outdoors is it allows folks to still get back together and still be around the folks that have those same experiences. And so it's equally moving, I think, for active duty as it is for retired folks to reconnect with folks that have that same experience of the adrenaline rushes and just talking about runs that you've made and just the really cool stuff. It's such a unique job. The fire service, police, EMS, any of that. It's such a public service like that is just so unique.
Well, I listen to Sean Ryan a lot. I don't know if you listen to Sean Ryan's podcast. He's unbelievable. But he said the biggest thing that impacted him from retiring from being a Navy SEAL was the camaraderie. He said he misses that so much, being with all the people that he bled with is what he talks about. But you talk about some of the stuff they've probably seen. I can't even imagine. So you get people sign up. you randomly draw however many people that can go on the hunt. How can we increase this? I mean, three turkey hunters. What would it take to get 10, 15 people? More acreage to hunt on, more lakes to fish on?
A lot of time, I mean, like ours would be beneficial is just the funding. So we're starting out and stuff, but so like Fish and Wildlife, we got commissioner tags. We had 4, and Jamie can tell you about that or whatever, but they opened up and we signed up and we got 4 commissioner tags.
Well, I know there's a ton of fish in the lake, so that's a little easier to get around. If you got funding, you could put a lot more lines in the water. Right. But as far as hunting, you're very limited on how many people can go. I was joking about rounding up 80 turkeys. There still have to be something there, or deer or something that while you're there. We
have some contacts and stuff from family, friends, and acquaintances and stuff like that, like out of state, like in Georgia, that's talked to us about doing, like hog hunts and stuff like that. And different things, but like I said, it's we got access to them, and we're making moves to try to get different states and stuff involved and everything also. So
is there a screening process for hunters?
I was literally getting ready to ask that. No, seriously, is there a questionnaire, like if you had a retired military that might have PTSD and they hear a gun go off, and I mean, you ever worry about that?
I've never really thought of it.
So I'm thinking of safety, because you get people that
something that we need to really talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought of that. I was like, I don't know if that's
something I've not thought about.
Yeah,
for years, I'd go squirrel and rabbit hunting with my dad, and rabbit hunting, you got to be very comfortable with the people around you. Right.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get somebody in there that has probably never hunted before and don't understand the ropes. I've never been turkey hunting, so I don't know much about that. But
that's like when you're doing quail and everybody's just shooting up in the air and stuff, and you're sitting on the other side of the field. I'm like, I don't know about this, man.
I'm a little nervous if somebody don't know with a gun around me.
Yeah, they just start firing at it.
You ever hunted with this guy?
No. But rabbit hunt.
You know why I'm missing a toe.
Yeah. I don't know. When we would rabbit hunt, you'd have this property and you were basically combing the area, 3 or 4 of you. And, you get somebody that doesn't pay attention where the other guy is, somebody's getting shot. So I don't know.
I'm sure there's going to be a police joke in there somewhere about the firemen that don't know how to shoot or something.
Yeah, that's true.
They always go back and forth at each other.
What do they call firemen? They call them
hose draggers.
Hose draggers, yeah. What do y'all call policemen?
We won't talk about that. Yeah, we don't want to start. Sorry, we send friends home with their kids that are their dads are police officers. And we ask them all the time, why your dad couldn't be a fireman, don't you? Or be a police officer, but he was a fireman.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure those are fun digs.
Yeah, we mess with them pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I know I don't know if y'all know the Rodmans. They actually the Rodman Foundation, but they do a basketball game, firemen versus policemen, and it's pretty cool. It's a charity game. It's a lot of fun, and I'm sure they have a blast. We need to go to that. I think we sponsored it, but it'd be kind of neat to see.
Yeah, we did that one time in Oldham County. It was Guns and Hoses is what they called it.
Oh yeah.
So we would do that every year for a fundraiser for a ballpark for the kids.
Yeah. Huh. So back to this. You how many you can take. So you get 80 people sign up. 3 do you just like randomly pull out of a cylinder?
We just put everybody's names in. Like for a turkey hunt, my daughter, she's a brain of all the computerized stuff. Let me tell you, she's it's not me.
Find you a 15-year-old that run this for you.
So I mean, she does something funny for each one, So like for the turkey hunt, it was a bunch of turkeys on there. There was 80 turkeys, and they're running a race for so many seconds or whatever, and however they come across the line is how we
who gets to go.
Yeah.
And then we do alternates also, just so in case if something pops up. We understand, that things happen from when you sign up and then 3 or 4 months down the road. Like this event here, we had the police officer from Western Kentucky. He was not sure he was going to be able to come because his wife was going to have a baby.
Oh, gosh.
He goes back and has a baby 3 or 4 days later after.
Wow.
So she's like, no, you need to go.
Oh, I was going to say, is he on the couch for the next 2 months?
So that's what it is. We'll do different things like that.
But you say cost is the barrier. If money was no object, could you have more than 3 turkey hunters in that event?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. How many could you have?
We got access to the lands and stuff. I mean,
how many acres did you say in Eastern Kentucky?
Probably 30,000.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
So, yeah, you can have way more than 3 hunters on that.
Yeah. And that's just for that event.
I was going to say, how many events a year do y'all have?
Right now, we've had like 2 events. And then this year, we're going to do, we just done a turkey event, and we're wanting to do a fundraiser. So it'll be like a turkey shoot is what they call a turkey shoot. You're just shooting a clay target or a paper target, and then maybe shooting clays. And we'll try to host that at like Fern Creek Sportsman's Club.
Can you shoot clays?
I can try.
Yeah, it's fun.
You ever shot a shotgun?
Yeah.
Have you?
Blew my shoulder off.
I was going to say, knock you down.
You got to sign up. There's an outdoor event for women only coming up next month.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be fun. It's all women and do everything that we do.
That's awesome.
They have a nighttime clay shoot that's really cool.
Oh.
With the black lights that light.
Say like glow in the dark or something?
Glow in the dark, yes.
I never thought about that. We used to do a glow in the dark golf scramble. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's kind of similar. So only you're not shooting at something, but so you do 2 hunt. You did 2 hunts last year.
Yeah, and then,
is it deer or turkey or just always turkey?
Turkey. And then so this year we're going to do the turkey. We're going to try to do a fishing trip this summer. And then I got a contact too in Ohio that we've been talking with. He's actually a retired first responder. Chip Fashioner is his name, and he's got some boats and he walleyes fish. So he got 3 boats up there, and that's what he does, guides every day. So, if we could get a boat or 2 boats, so we get up to 6 people or 12 people involved or something, and go up and do a weekend fishing or whatever, a couple days fishing. Something like that. And then the fall, spoke to someone or talked about wanting to maybe come on board, do a deer hunt. They got an abundance of deer. So,
is this, you started this here? This isn't a national thing?
This is right.
Because you said you had several states that have applied to do it. Wow.
We've trying to get the word out.
Get a hold of the Duck Dynasty guys, see if they get behind you on something like
that. We're always looking for sponsors. Like I said, that's the main thing that help us. And we reached out to a couple, and we've had several.
I'll think about it. Or
help. Yeah, and most time that's what you get. They look at you, you're kind of a small person, just starting or something like that. But we have that, and we've started a web page. We got together a web page and stuff, and we put it online. It's been about a month ago.
What's the website? I didn't see that one.
Lights and Sirens Outdoors.
Oh, there it is right there. Yeah. lightsandsirens.outdoors.com.
But most of all our stuff has just been social media. Facebook is really where we've got our start.
Yeah.
And it's just share. Ask everybody.
Yeah.
And, and that's how we've got, 13 different states of people, that signed up. And it's like,
Facebook's
I
great.
originally started this, when we started it was in a vision to, mainly like our department and surrounding departments, people that we've dealt with over the years, and people that I've met. And it's just blown up,
That's awesome.
I got in a vision one day that, hey, maybe we can have a chapter like this in each state or something.
Yeah.
So our goals is to go around this year, summer, go around some of the other departments on their training nights or whatever at their meetings, and be able to come in, just talk for 5 or 10 minutes and say, hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. If you need anything, we're not here to push it. We're not here to push you to, hey, let's talk. But this is a tool for your toolbox.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty vulnerable moment to get people to open up. My grandpa was in World War II, and the only time he would talk about what he saw is when he'd be sitting around drinking, had a few drinks, and the next thing you know, he would literally sit there and cry and talk about the stuff. But, back then they had no outlet. And if you listen to the Sean Ryan podcast, they still have very few outlets for people who have been in combat. So, and I'm sure you all probably have something similar. There's probably not a whole lot of outlets. Does the city offer any type of counseling opportunities for people?
Our peer support now that we have. We have a peer support group at our department, and we have several chaplains and stuff also involved. And it's not just for the chaplain, it's peer support. And I'm actually on that also at my department, because I think it means so much. It's like, did I look at this 15 years ago and think the same way I think? No.
Right.
Because I was a big guy, hey, I'm tough. I don't need like that.
And you don't physically, but it's mentally that's what you're screwing with. Yep. Because some of the things that I've heard or seen, I can't imagine, this was, I don't want to say but it was bad. The tree this weekend that fell on a biker at Iroquois Park. I can't imagine that scene.
I mean, just
roll up and see somebody under a tree, probably crushed. How do you get that out of your mind? Mm-hmm. You think about when Officer Wilt got shot at that national, the guy that picked him up and got him in a car was covered in blood. I can't imagine, the stuff that you all see.
Yep. And it's not just the time of the event. A lot of times because your adrenaline's running and stuff like that, but it's afterwards,
when you sit down and think about it,
you really have to compartmentalize that stuff.
Yeah. So you had 3 turkey hunters. What's that cost per person?
This event or whatever for the 3, I think was $1,500
per person.
No, total.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and I mean, because everybody donates their times and stuff, but our envision on something like that is to where we can get some shirts and some hats made up and some, just some swag or something like this to give them. Mm-hmm. We had a couple turkey call companies that had donated.
Duck Dynasty?
No, they wasn't one of them.
Come on, Duck Dynasty. Let's support these guys.
But yeah, so we had a couple of them that donated, stuff that we give them, things like that. But
ideally, what we'd like to do is build up to where we could do an event once a month and have where you have the winter type activities would be the waterfowl hunting, the rabbit hunting, those type of things. Springtime turkey and fishing, summertime fishing, and even just a clay shooting event, things like that where you can get folks together. And then going into fall, then you ramp up for deer hunting again and then fall turkey hunting and mix in some fishing. So if we could do something like that and have it where we could have 5 to 10 participants, then the next thing you know, you're affecting somewhere between 50 and 100 first responders or more per year with really unique opportunities to bond with others. So being that we're just getting started, we're trying to work up to that. And the cost associated with it generally comes with a guide service or access to property. There's quail places now that have quail shoots, but all of that costs. So we're trying to partner with some of those folks and maybe have a reduced rate or something, knowing that we're a nonprofit first responders and do those type of activities to just get more folks in the field as quickly as we can and a chance to decompress.
Do you 2 go on each one of these typically, or?
Somebody from our, me and my daughter, we've been at every one of the events, and then they've been too, just when they can help. It's a volunteer basis, kind of thing. So him, and then our other guy, our vice president, Ben, later, he's been there, but former military also. So it's everybody's been involved in something.
Is your daughter a first responder also?
She's not, but she's actually, she's in college to be a behavioralist. So it's a behavioral analyst.
Yep.
Let me get that right, because she says I always get it wrong. There you go, Baylie.
What's that do? I don't know what that does. What's a behavior analyst?
She deals with folks with disabilities and stuff. And mental health. So that's really her back door.
Yeah, we need that bad in today's world.
She's like, I grew up around a firehouse, and I'm gonna figure y'all out. I'm like, no, you're not. You think you are, but no, you're not.
She'll graduate next spring with a master's degree. So
that's awesome.
She's been in this for a while now.
Yeah, it's so much needed. I heard somebody the other day, you take the first responder out, and mental health is such a thing these days because the struggles and the pressures, for whatever reason, are worse than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. I don't know why, other than maybe this thing we keep in our hands all the time.
That thing right there.
You out
Can't turn it off.
And there's no getting away from anything like that. Yep. So,
and it's the older bunch, like I say that we're in,
Dang.
It's not you, but the older bunch, the older guys like us, it's, I don't want to say that we're built different, but we're built different.
I think so.
We're hiring a lot of new guys, a lot of young people at the departments, and, because somebody's got to replace us. But they're just,
our generation, our generation went through tough love from our dads. I don't care what it was. It was a boy. You're gonna, it's just always something.
My dad's 83. He came in the other day, and he, very random, but he was like, your generation does not want to work. He was like, I don't understand. He said, back in the day, everybody worked. That's what all the men, that's all you did was work 24/7. And he was like, nobody nowadays wants to. Like, Dad, I don't know. I don't get it.
It's definitely a little different.
It's changed. They're soft.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. But
yeah. So we're just trying to get it out there, get the word out, and please, if you know any first responders, anybody, police, fire, EMS, military, all that, just nurses.
Lights and Sirens Outdoor Facebook, Lights and Sirens Outdoors.com.
Yep.
Check it out. Is there a way to donate from those web pages?
Yeah, you can. We got it on the web page, on our web page at lightsandsirens.outdoors.com. It's got a donate button and everything there, so you can actually donate there.
Well, I really feel like we need to take care of our first responders. Should we? Sponsor an event coming up. What do you think?
Sure, you're not going to make me volunteer to go shoot or hunt. It's normally what ends up happening. I had to ride a bull last month. I'm like, I literally never know what it's going to happen.
I used to ride bulls too. So.
I was injured. I couldn't go.
Right.
I couldn't go.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, well, outside of giving birth.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
Really?
It was hard.
It's funny.
But yeah, so just get the word out there if y'all can, and that's what we're here for. Like I said, we're just another tool in the toolbox, and we want to try to maybe I don't know if it'll happen this fall, funding and stuff, but we want to try to have a banquet just to get everybody together, some door prizes and stuff, and do like a auction kind of thing is what we got envisioned. We got a
auction off some firemen.
Yeah, some calendars.
Oklahoma fireman actually is the one she's thinking about. Well, we want to help.
Let me know the names or whatever.
Right. Get them there.
I know Chief Myman pretty well at PRP, and we were talking about a fireman's calendar to sell as a fundraiser. And
yeah, there you go.
There you go. I think it might work.
If y'all want one to make you laugh,
well, we can do two.
Yeah.
We can do two. We can do the fun.
One of the old guys.
I think that'd be a fantastic fundraiser.
Well, someone would still appreciate the older guys.
Yeah.
Some ladies.
Yeah. Well, I think that's got some legs.
Are you going to surprise them with something? Is that what you were getting at?
Yeah, should we? I guess. I mean, we'd like to pay for some from help. So if you get us a copy of your 501c3 W-9 tax form, we'll get y'all $10,000 and help out.
Oh, wow. You're gonna do what?
And then we will if you want to put an event on, we'll figure out a way to sponsor it and help bring those people in. This is so much needed, and I don't understand for the life of me why nobody is doing this. The city should be ashamed of themselves for not taking better care of our men and women in these situations. It's sad, it really is. So yeah, we'll get you a check for 10. And then we'll make sure you have our phone number and stuff, and let's sponsor the event coming up. We'll figure something out on that.
Y'all don't understand what this means.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, it should be done. So, but yeah, absolutely, we'll do it. If you're interested in first responders, Lights and Sirens Outdoors, it's pretty amazing, and what they're doing for these folks is incredible. So
sorry,
no. So in the fall, I guess that'll be a deer hunt, possibly. Would you pull something like that off?
Yeah, that's what we're working on. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Well, 30,000 acres. There's no telling what you'll catch up there.
Yeah,
a lot of opportunity.
Can we do a snake hunt? I can't stand snakes.
As long as I'm not involved.
A snake shoot, maybe. Sorry, snakes. I don't like snakes.
Before you got here, it's like we done our crusade event for Crusade for Children for the fire department. We had our golf scramble at Lake Fork Country Club.
Okay,
and I ran out of my shoes, out of my golf shoes. We had
a fake snake made an appearance.
Oh no!
So it was rough. I don't like snakes.
Oh no!
I don't care. It was like an anaconda. It had to be like 12 foot long.
Oh yeah, all of them are 20 foot long as far as.
Oh my god!
No, Graham over there, his girlfriend lives at Lake Forest, and we were standing out looking at the golf course, watching all these people swing. It was interesting, but that's a beautiful course, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a great place to have
really
golf.
Well too, for the crusade.
Yeah,
everybody, it was really good.
Yeah. Well, we'll help you all out with this fantastic work. Lights and Sirens Outdoors. Check them out, please. Amazing. Go out, donate. And let's see how many people we can send on a hunting or fishing trip to really give them peace of mind. Well, last question. How's it look? Do you start on a Friday? You travel to the location, kind of hang out, build a bonfire, and then go out the next day and fish or hunt? Or how does that work?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of set up on different levels or whatever. So like this last one, we started on Thursday. so that we could do it Friday, Saturday, and then leave Sunday so that people go back to their day-to-day jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of set them up to cater around everyone, what's the best fit for everyone.
Do y'all cook your meal over a fire? Or do you have something catered in?
No, we do all the cooking, and so one of us are the cooks.
Yeah.
Again, firemen know how to
They're
cook.
like the best, I know.
We've had donations, Purnell's Old Folk Sausage. They donate to us for all our breakfast stuff.
That's awesome.
That guy's got to be 115 years old. He's still making commercials.
He's amazing. He's a Purnell's.
He must have been 80 20 years ago. No, I'm sure they're playing no commercials.
And he is he's wild.
I bet.
But we've had several different ones. Fackler Family Farms, they donate, fresh beef and stuff for us. So we got several donations. Everything's been ran off donations.
We'll get you some beef sticks, some deer sticks over there to take with you.
Yeah, he was saying he knows Roger.
I know.
Sitting there when he came in. So Roger knows everybody.
Roger's awesome. He's known my daughter since she was like that big. Yeah. In fact, Roger taught my daughter skeet shooting for the first time.
Really?
An actual event. It was actually a Quail Forever event. Called it the Whistlers, so they was the young ones. So so they went over and she done an event with them. But they have that Annie Oakley event coming up next month. You got to check it out.
All right.
You want to shoot it in Annie Oakley thing?
Sure. Pretty good.
I hope when we have our event out there that all y'all will come.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shoot us the dates. We'll see what we can do to get there. Sure. It's amazing. All right. Fantastic work. We'll get you a check. I just need you to get us your W-9. Mary will get you a check and keep it up. Amazing work. Thank you so much for helping.
Nice meeting you guys.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See y'all.